Welcome back to the Nerd Table. This is episode 3. Um, and if you are not sure of what the Nerd Table is, it's when two nerds talk about a table for too long. And as always, I am your host, Kyle. And I am joined again today by Jarrett, as always.
Hello, hello, hello.
And today we decided to try something a little different and just have a story time. We decided to talk about golf team today. And I will let you explain that situation more or less.
So for what? What are we saying? Like three years
Pretty sure it's 3 years,
of
yeah.
high school? So junior or sophomore, junior, and senior year of high school, we were playing golf, kicking back, and not smoking weed at the golf course. Do you want to explain the characters? Or should
You can
I?
go into that.
Which we were the only four people that we are two, three. How many people? How many?
Um, well, there was okay, you and me. There's
Dawson,
Dawson, Alex. Um,
Iraq.
there was Hartley did it for a little bit, I think. Walker
A
Money.
little.
Um,
1 year.
Jack Green, Michael Hirschbuel. Um, that ginger kid. I forgot what his name was, but he was in the grade above us too. But that was pretty much it. It was people who are actually good at playing golf, and then those of us who were just doing golf to get out of doing an extra year of PE class, essentially.
Yeah, for real.
Because that was fun too in its own way, and we'll probably get into it at some point. But
I think PE was fun, but it became pretty much like just better at sport.
well, yeah, I mean, we played golf in PE that one semester.
Yeah, we were
Um,
like fucking. We were like, oh yeah, we're on the golf team.
we're on the golf team, we're pros. Essentially, it was really funny. But we were using those foam balls with at most 9 irons. So
Yeah, and it was pretty freaking easy to like.
I was the worst at it though, which was the funny thing. I could not hit those balls in PE
I
class.
I I was I was thinking. I
Yeah.
was
I mean that was yeah. I think it was after I realized I couldn't hit a golf ball anymore, which definitely happened in golf team where I was told that I was going to be in a tournament by the coach, and we were at the
you were going to be the third.
yeah I was going to be high up there, and we were at the driving range, and just hitting
I
some
think it was the
balls,
same day. Oh yeah,
and
is
I
this when you like?
I just couldn't hit the ball anymore. I just dug up that entire pitch,
And then you
and
also hit one, and then it went like straight at the kid fence.
I did.
There was also one day you also hit one so you hit it like far, really well, but also in the fucking road.
No, you
Like
hit it over
if
the
there
road.
was it me that hit it over
Yeah,
the
you
road?
hit it over
Or
the road every time on purpose.
oh yeah, once just
Didn't hit a car.
no, it wasn't me that hit the car.
Someone hit the car. I forgot who.
Someone hit a car. Yeah, was it the
I don't
or
know.
was it? Al?
I mean, you definitely had one that bounced on the road. I remember that
Yes,
much.
I had one bounce on the road. Sure.
But someone did hit a car. I just forgot who. And even
I
if I
don't think it
remembered it,
was me,
I
but they
think,
never stopped. Maybe it was me.
yeah, it wouldn't surprise me.
I think it was like the side of the car or something.
Well, I'm always so afraid of driving past that section.
I checked when I was there.
Mm.
because at a time Dawson lived at Cheryl's.
Yeah.
So I'd go over and hang out sometimes. I would check to see if anybody's in the driving range, and if they were, I would like wait for them to hit, then go. Like
Yeah.
kind of slow down a little bit, then go.
Yes. You have to be
Because
cautious.
I'm like, well, if they see me,
The way that the driving range is set up, it's alongside Route 12. So if someone hits the ball slightly off center, it's going to hit the road. I mean, that's just,
yeah, if they shank it,
if you
like
hook
real
right,
bad.
you're hitting the road. Yeah, I mean, we got pretty good at it. That was the thing.
Yeah,
We actually figured out how to hit the balls, but I
we
remember,
learned.
I mean, we drove Hyrack nuts. That was the funniest part, is because Hyrack was taking the whole thing seriously. And Dawson, you and I were just hanging out. Like, it'd be lucky if we actually played 3 holes in one afternoon, which is not ideal.
Oh, you remember when? Didn't you bend a club?
I don't. Did I actually bend it? I don't think I bent a club. I think Dawson broke. No,
He
remember when
broke the head
Dawson?
off of
Yeah,
his
his
putter
putter.
at the
Cause
driving range,
no,
and
no,
his putter head went farther than the ball.
no. I think he was teed up on like hole 10 or something, like just far enough away that the coach wouldn't see. And I think he tried to drive with his putter, and it hit the ball, and it broke the head right off the putter.
Right off the putter.
He didn't even make it past the women's tee.
Yeah, but his head went. Woof.
Yeah, his head rolled right off the end of the pitch. That
Oh,
was that was pretty
he
funny.
was so mad.
Yeah, it's his putter, and then he ruined his putter. And then there's
I think
me.
Alex Hyrack did too. You really dug in the ground one time with a driver. I remember that.
I stopped using a driver because I just couldn't hit the ball with it.
Yeah.
I got pretty good at
What was your lucky? It was the 5.
the 5 wood.
Yeah.
Yeah, I either used a 5 wood or a hybrid. That was my.
Oh, you loved your fucking hype.
I was pretty good with the hybrid,
That was
actually.
the only one that made the like ting sound
Yeah,
when you hit it.
it was a
And I remember
Callaway.
because it was you would yeah, fucking that was your baby.
That was my club. That I don't have that club anymore, and I wish I did. But it was
I don't have any of the clubs from high school.
really good because that was the only club of my entire set that I bought myself, which is probably why I liked it so much because I actually picked it out.
Yeah.
And it was a Callaway hybrid, and it was really nice because it had a really bendy. It was like a
It was
soft,
what was it? It was
like a composite shaft, basically.
yeah, it was no, what was that? What is that super light material?
Graphite.
No. Was it graphite?
I think it was
No.
graphite.
Was it graphite? No.
Whatever it
Maybe it
was,
was. Maybe it was.
it was really light, and
Lexi.
which means that when you swung, it acted a lot like how a driver should, but it had a much smaller head, and it was easier to actually hit the ball. So you
Which
got,
is weird because the driver has a bigger head
but I just couldn't hit
and
it
you couldn't fucking use it. Yeah.
because it would just smash into the ground, like because I would hit too
I mean,
high.
granted, I could only use my driver. I had like I said, like compared to like everybody else's driver, my driver was small,
Yeah, you were definitely not
but
compensating for
it was
anything.
heavy. It was heavy.
Like the last time that I used the driver that I remember was on the front 9. We were coming back, so it was like hole 7, I think,
Mm.
and I hit the ball, and it didn't go down the range. It went like at a diagonal right into a tree. I don't know what happened to that ball. Do you remember that? Like I hit it,
Yeah, the disappearing ball.
and
You hit it like it just boom
it vanished.
gone.
It like
Cause like we heard it like hit the smack at the bottom of the tree, and we both were looking and we didn't see it bounce, and it was like fuck 30 feet ahead of us.
no, that tree was like 6 feet away from me.
Oh, 30 feet from me because I was like, you have fun.
Yeah, I'm surprised that no one.
And you literally hit it, and you were like, oh fuck, I hit it right into that little nook. And then we looked, and then there was no impact marker, nothing, and it was just.
I mean, that ball was probably going pretty fast, but to go through a
But
tree, it wasn't that
where would it have
fast.
like? We should have. You should have either got hit by it. I should have got hit by it, or it went out into the other fairway. But you should have seen it.
Yeah, my guess is what happened is it ricocheted off the tree and then flew over our heads.
Like just went up
Yeah,
and then landed somewhere like not near us enough to like hear the boom.
yeah. Because I think wasn't Hirschbiel with us then that day or something?
Somebody was there and they were like, "Where the fuck did it
Yeah,
go?"
it was like
Like they
someone.
were also looking for it because they were like, "Yo, what the fuck, Kyle?"
Yeah, I think that was Hirschbiel because he wasn't in
You remember
our
that one
crew.
amazing shot you had? It was on the front nine when you have to shoot over the pond into the green.
Yeah, like hole 5 or something or 6.
Yeah, something like that. You hit it, and it was like you were close to the hole in one. Like it was like perfect.
Yeah. I mean, I was lucky sometimes, and especially the second year, I got to the point where I was actually pretty decent at it.
Yeah,
And if I
that
just
hole five, I always like. I was like, I used to try to like be like, oh, either I shot it way past the fucking hole, or I always landed in the water,
yeah,
and then I got over it. But like, I always got to the point where I was like, okay, this hole, yeah, lose the ball, go to where it was, make it. Okay,
I lost so many golf balls at that golf course, and it was sad because I
I'm
had my
like,
favorites. I had my Callaway balls because I was totally on the Callaway.
you remember when like you gave me one and I purposely shot it in the water?
Those are expensive though.
I know, but I was like, I bet you, uh, like, because I would always be stealing the range
Yeah.
balls and using those instead of like the balls that I had. So I was like, well, fuck this. Like, I'm not gonna use my balls unless it matters.
Well, I had so many that were old because I was using my dad's clubs for the
Yeah, I
most part.
remember that. And then your
So
grandfather's club senior year because they were like better.
yeah, so I used my dad's clubs the first year, but those were too stiff. So then I used my
And what
grandpa's
did I
clubs.
use all 3 years? The same shitty blue fucking bag
Yep.
filled with
You had one.
I had one actual club.
No, you had one backwards club. That's what it was.
Yeah,
You
the
had one
four.
lefty. Your
And
four
remember when I
iron.
used it once and
Yeah.
I actually like did really good with it?
Oh, remember the 3 iron that we thought said E, but it was a
Yep, the
three.
E club.
The
And
E
that was
club.
also another favorite club. I was like, all right, bringing out the E club.
E for easy, except it's the hardest
Ease.
club to hit.
I know, but I was actually decent at it. Like that was one of the better clubs I could use, or at least for like distance.
Yeah, you were good with the irons.
Yeah, the irons are great. Chipping, and
I got.
putting, no.
Yeah, I mean, if we
Putting was always hard.
if we teamed up, because I was good. I think I was good at chipping, and putting was kind of a hit or miss for me.
Same. Like sometimes you'd hit like the good one. Sometimes.
That was still a lot of fun. Like which
Remember when we lost? Who was it? My club. Somebody we lost somebody's club because like um we got too excited because the shot was like super good,
mm, and then you just throw it.
and then we like put the clubs down to like go investigate, and then we went back and we're like, "Where's my club?"
I think I remember that.
I remember it was found. I think it was yours. It was found by the team, like the other group behind us. I remember I always
Yeah.
hated that because sometimes we would have to let people pass because we were so fucking slow.
Well, so yeah, so there were some times we got teamed up with more serious people. So
Remember Alex Seal?
Merciel joined.
Yeah, you remember?
Oh no.
It was senior year.
I don't know if I was there senior year, to be honest. I was probably one of the people who dropped.
You did. You went there senior year.
That's because the last day of junior year practice, I destroyed an entire uh, part of the driving range, and I left and never came back.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember.
I was just
Senior year
too,
was pretty fun for me though.
yeah, because you were hot stuff at that point. Which side of the course do you like better? Do you like the front nine or the back nine better?
I like the back nine because you didn't lose as many balls.
That's true. There were fewer water traps. The hillside,
You only had to go. You had to go over the river twice
yeah,
on the back nine. Meanwhile, front nine, the first two holes are fine. Then literally almost every fucking hole, you jump the water, have to go over a pond, jump two parts of the fucking thing, worry about this and that, and then sand traps that are just soaping wet because it's right next to a fucking river. It was shit.
that's true. That third hole, remember the kink in it? Like you had to
Yeah.
shoot it and then shoot over the river up a hill.
And honestly, the best bet was shooting it towards the fifth hole because shooting it over the lake right there, shooting it over the lake, and then there'd be a small patch of grass that you think you can hit, bounce, rolls off the bank, the water, lose that ball. Like
But like,
I did
remember?
that so many times.
Oh yeah, I've lost so many balls in that section.
That fucking lake too. That little like you have to like golf uphill over the river and a pond, and then turn back and then shoot over a whole lake. That whole fucking no, I hate it.
I wonder.
Those two holes are the only reason I hate the front.
Yeah, because like the first hole is really fun. That's a nice fairway, long.
Yeah, the first hole it's so nice. It's literally like the first hole in every Wii Sports golf.
Yeah, it's
You
just a
know,
perfect. If you're good at
it's just
driving, you can
straight
get them
range.
really long.
I guarantee you could get a hole in one like if you're a pro.
Oh yeah, the second hole was fun too because it's nice and short.
Yeah, nice and short. Yeah, there's that one water jump. But then the next hole, you do the same shit, go up a hill, turn
Yeah.
around, jump. Like that is no, no, no.
But then there's the back nine where the coach didn't really hang out as much. I feel like so when he went there, we always went to the
That's
back
why
nine,
people would smoke on the back.
and yeah, it was
What
just
was that
us
one
three.
hole that everybody always used their like sand wedge? It was literally just over a little river, and then there was like a huge bank, and then like the green was like in the middle. It was like river tee,
Yeah, like literally
like that. It
there
was
was
like a
no
small
fairway.
short. It was a par. I think it
That's
was
par
the
three.
sixth hole.
No, that wasn't six. That was the back nine, wasn't it? Or no?
No, it was on the front. It was right after the hellscape. You had one really long one where after
I remember that one, that long one. Aiden Mumford was there.
yeah that super yeah, and then it went to it was super long one, super short one, and then 8 and then 9 coming back. Or it was 9 or 8 going up, 9 coming back.
It was a fun course, though. I mean, I liked
It
it.
is.
It's
It's
just
fun,
you
but
lose a lot of
it's
balls.
you've got to bring like at least 6 balls
Yeah,
cuz if you run out of 6, that bye, go home.
but wasn't it one day that we played like what 10, 11, 12? We would always cut and then just play 17, 18.
Yeah,
Remember that?
cuz we're like fuck those. Yeah. We're like fuck that.
Like,
Cuz like there's literally you would end a hole right at 11
yeah.
and then you would have to swing left and then like go around and then up and then play back to that point and that would be like 45 minutes and you're like no because that's also like I remember we didn't want to go back there because there was water hazard.
Yeah, there's a lot
That's
of
where the river
rivers.
started again. That's where the river started again, and we were like no, 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 because like another reason we would always tell ourselves is like, what if we get back there so far? Coach comes up in the golf cart, says, "Hey, play this last hole, and then come in," and we'd have to walk all the way back.
Yeah, because we wanted. No, that's why we cut. We wanted to cut so that we made him think that we actually played all the holes, because we
Yeah,
took about 3 times as
so
long
long.
on every single hole. Not only because we were unable to make the drive, like once we got closer to the green, we would quicken up, but we just didn't have that initial drive.
Yeah,
And then we would just
we'd take
talk.
like 3 or 4, and then we would just talk because we're like, well, we're already doing shit. Well, have a good time. Because I remember we'd be super serious in the beginning, and then we would loosen up because we're like, well, fuck.
Yeah.
Because you would be like, okay, this is my day, feeling good, like not distracted, and then you whiff your first shot, and you're like, well, so, I crashed his car the other day, like, you,
Yeah, yeah, we would just
you would
talk.
immediately, at anytime we fucked up, we were like, well, fuck, like, what do you want to talk about? No, don't. I'll get to the ball eventually.
I mean, I got really good at that 17th hole. The one that, like,
Yeah,
going towards the back side of
you
the driving
remember when
range.
like remember when people were on the driving range, hit a ball into the driving range, so they had to stop shooting and then watch us shoot and then miss the green again.
Oh yeah, it was always like, what time was it?
Yeah,
Like
it's so embarrassing.
6 o'clock at night, almost, or
Yeah,
like 5:30 or something, and we were just like still on that
fucking about,
17th hole, just
fucking
waiting.
about.
Then the 18th hole, and we would like play music sometimes because no one was out there.
Yeah, there was nobody. We'd
We
bring
just
small
blare
speakers.
music, playing
Yeah,
like, rock music usually, which you hated,
coach
but
would come by and then we would just pause it. And he was like, What's
yeah,
up, coach?"
it's
They're
like,
like, "Oh
okay,
yeah, can you guys speed it up?" Be like, "Yep, we're skipping the next 2 holes."
yep, we're pretending
Kyle,
we
you ready to start walking?
yeah, yeah, let's the walk back was
And
awful.
then I remember like sometimes we would have to. That's why we also would skip the last like little bit because sometimes we'd be so slow. It's like, hey, 30 more minutes and the practice is over, so we gotta leave. And we would just walk from where we were when it was out of range all the way back, and it would be like, oh yeah, we skipped and played the last hole, and he was like, oh okay, and we wouldn't. We would just walk, and
Well,
we
yeah,
would always be like,
because
this
like that,
sucks.
yeah, the one time we actually did go out further is when that happened, which is why we never did that again, because we knew that
Couldn't do it.
no, it's like, okay, this is a waste of time. But I
I
love.
remember the first time I played a whole 18 in a tournament, which was once because it was just like a Scrabble, so it was like best ball. But they also put the best person, the second best person, the third best person, the fourth best. Like they went like 1, 2, 3, 4, and they put like first best person, and then from another team, second best person, another team, third best person. See what I mean?
Mhm.
So I was getting schooled by a person I didn't know, and I was also out schooling somebody I didn't know. So it was like, I feel good, but that guy that was in fourth probably was like, I thought I was going against news all day.
Yeah, because you actually did tournaments. I didn't because
I did like 4,
yeah, it was you
and
and
I think
Iraq.
I only did good in like I did 50-50. One of them I did so bad that the coach subbed me out with I think Hartley, and I
Yeah.
just had to I just sat at the putting green with coach as he taught me how to chip and putt for
Hmm.
like an hour and a half. It was it was oh ugh, ugh,
Yeah,
ugh,
that's probably
it was
why.
awful.
Like, it was the pressure for me. Like, when it was just chill, just us playing,
Hmm.
I could, I was getting decent. Like, I could actually, like, I couldn't drive to save my life, but everything else I was decent at.
Yeah, I
But
think my highlight was the mid game. I would
yes,
be terrible until I got to like the 7 iron. Then I was fucking golden till I got to chipping, and then I fucked up again.
Yeah, I think I could do.
because I could whack the ball far. Even
Yeah,
if I did hook it to the right or left, it went far. And I still to this day don't know how to fucking shoot straight. Like I would always try to hold it at an angle and it wouldn't work. Remember how we would always like come together sometimes when we'd be playing and be like, hey, over the weekend I looked up some tips and tricks on this is how you're supposed to hold it to shoot straight. Hit the ball, it's the worst hook of your life. Like
yeah, I just did what it felt right. And um,
remember once we like um remember when we were like I think it was our second year. Another probably reason you quit. There's a hole kind of near like there's like a patch of woods
mhm.
and then it's the sand pit and then putting range, right?
Mm.
And then there's the clubhouse. You remember how both of us hit basically on the putting range of the fucking like right next to the clubhouse?
I think so.
And like and we were like gonna go pick it up and coach said like no, play from there. Like that's fine, we'll just move. And everybody knew was watching us.
Yeah, because we hit it through the trees, right?
Yeah. And we
Oh,
didn't did we yell four? I don't
well, we have to help. You don't yell four, you yell what number you're on.
whatever. Yeah. Two, one.
Yeah, we were probably on 8 at that point, or 7. But
I think
remember,
we were on eight.
there were two coaches, remember? There was the really chill one, and there was the short
There
one
was
who didn't really
the
seem to care.
it okay, so the short one was the golf pro and he was the
Yeah,
drunk one from Florida.
yeah.
And then there was the super chill one that looked ugly but was really good. Like he was pretty cool.
He was really good at the game, and
He looked like a turtle.
he was my preference. I mean, there was always the putting, the chipping practices.
Times we were did we well there wasn't really there was like once we got stuck out in the rain.
That was fun.
You remember when we like were like the only people that showed up for practice
Yeah,
and then it started to rain
yeah,
and
of
then
course.
we were stuck there for like an hour and a half underneath by ourselves.
But it was always fun because at golf we would always just talk.
I
And
think
then,
you could have left, but you were like, "Oh man, like
well,
I
I
don't know.
usually
I
got a
know
ride home with Jack.
until you got your own car."
I don't think I had my car doing golf practice. I think I
I think
was
I
the
was yeah, no, I may be the only one that did bring my own car for golf practice.
um I took the bus there. We took the bus there most days. Remember like trying
Remember
to
my keychain? I had a golf heaven golf ball that would spin.
I don't remember that.
I do because I bought it because I was a part of the golf team.
We would always take the bus there. That was something that I forgot. Like we would go onto the
Yep.
bus with pretty beefy golf bags. Remember that?
I can't believe I almost forgot about the sword. A like small short sword, like a generic
Yeah.
like medieval short sword with the sheath and all. And my plan was I left. I went to the bathroom 15 minutes after class, took my bag out with me, wore my backpack, put the sword inside my pants. I acted like I hurt my leg from PE, like I kind of like sore, like had a sore muscle, and like kind of limped to the bus with a sword with my friend Alex Steele, which is not my friend anymore.
Yeah, we don't need to
And
talk
he
about that.
also had a sword in his pants, doing the same shit, walking right behind me. And we got on the, and we were dressed up like in our golf attire, and we
Yeah.
made sure to get on the bus like kind of last. So like not many people would see us walking weird and wouldn't raise much suspicion. So it kind of looked like we were just trying to avoid people on the bus when we
Well,
were walking.
well, no, it's
And then we also would have a outer seat no matter who we would sit with, so we can keep our legs straight in the aisle, so no one would think like of the wiser. Because
yeah.
if we already had one, if we, because I thought about this, I was like, if we get in our own seat and I have my legs straight trying to like block it, someone's gonna be like, "Oh, hey, can I sit there?" And I'll be like, no, I'm trying to save it." And then I can only say that so long until I have to give it up.
Yeah,
And then what do I do?
you know,
So then when we got to when I got off the bus to fucking golf, I had to walk across the street before the bus left. So I got there, sat there for a second, acted like I was on my phone as I watched the bus go by with Alex and Dawson next to me, and they were like, "Hey, what are you okay? What's wrong with your leg?" And once the bus left, I looked at them and I was like, "I got a sword in my pocket. Do you want to see it?" And they were like, "Bull fucking shit." And I kind of like, I did one of like the gangster things. You lift it up and like you see like the hilt.
yeah.
And they were like, "Oh my fuck it!" They both were like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
It's your
They
due.
both immediately were not impressed. They were not impressed. They were immediately like, "How long have you had that in your pants?" And I was like, "Oh, I just found it at Yo." And then they were like, "Oh, okay. I thought you were like bringing it to be like, yo, check out the blicky." Like,
No, you should have used that as like your new putter. Like flip it over and use the hilt to putt. That'd be kind of
oh
funny.
my, that would have been funny. But like, I didn't want to like, be like, "Hey, coach, is it okay if I try to hit a golf ball with my sword?"
One more story I wanted to talk about was when we biked to golf team from school because we left our clubs there. Didn't we leave our clubs there the day before? Because we planned it. Oh, that's right. We leave our clubs on
Yeah, we
Monday.
did because we were gonna. Yeah, you were gonna bring both bikes, correct?
Yep, I brought both bikes.
And we were gonna go from the farmers market. The farmers market. I'm
Yep,
talking
Woodside
about,
Farmers
the
Market.
ones.
The
Yeah.
back way
And
over
then
the hill.
the back way across the bridge there, the sketchy fucking like
That the metal grate
I
bridge.
still would not walk across that.
We went over the dirt road, Church Hill, through the
Yeah,
village.
dude, oh, dude, I hated that turn. That like sharp, like when you're going like across the bridge, take that left up the little hill there, and it's that sharp right. And there was so many like ups and downs and ups and downs, and then we got to that really steep hill right next to the cinema, right? We went down that hill, or did we
Yep.
keep going straight?
Well, we went down around the
No, we
elementary
went
school,
down
right?
because we went past the elementary school. I remember. So
Yeah.
we went down that sharp hill right next to the cinema, which was sketchy because we had like I remember you were really worried about that because you didn't
Cars.
know if the brakes and cars, you were worried.
I don't know what
I
bike I was
remember.
on, so
I was on that blue one. Same one I went mountain biking on, I'm pretty sure.
I think I took my old road bike that I
Yeah, I
rode
know, and that's why I had a
downstairs
hard time.
at Spectrum.
Oh yeah, I remember. I thought that was really cool.
Yeah, that thing had a cracked frame. I literally could have snapped the thing in half doing that.
I know, but like you impressed me, man.
Yeah, that's a fun bike.
I definitely. I don't think I actually talked you into it. You were like, "I wonder if I can," and you did.
It was Friday, so all we're doing was driving range. It's just driving range. So we hit a couple
Yep,
buckets of balls. You know,
2 buckets. We were listening to music or something.
yeah, we would listen to either we would each pick a song or we'd each play music. I mean, those were chill times though. Like it was super chill on
Yeah,
the golf course. Like
dude, I would totally like. I mean, I do have a golf course near me, but I don't like driving. Like, I don't know. I've never gone there.
no, we should definitely play again. I mean, I was it's super relaxing when it's not pressure and you can just go talk, have a good time, have some laughs.
We tried to get some balls, and I think I got wet because of that one. But it wasn't really a story. It was just like I slipped into the water. Like, ooh, that's it.
Yeah, it was that fifth hole, we kept losing balls in that little
So
pond.
like, but I remember sometimes we would go on the bank and try to get them, and sometimes slide in a little bit. I remember yellow ball. I used to cherish. Had it for like 2 years, and I lost it
Yeah, I remember that.
for some stupid fucking reason. Like it was in a place that we should have been able to find it, but we couldn't.
We
And
would
I
lose
was
a lot of
actually like
balls.
that ruined my day.
I mean, that's the thing. In Woodstock, you would lose balls all the time.
I remember having a pink one shortly afterwards, finding it. Still have that.
Because, I mean, the fairways are so narrow that you would lose it
They
in the
are. And
weeds,
then the woods, the
the
weeds, the
woods, the
grass is so
river.
tall sometimes, river. The tree sometimes just goes, I'm a little hungry, eats it. Like
Like with
half.
mine,
Yeah, literally.
the ent just
Dude, I
decided
don't
to eat the
know.
ball.
Now that like I'm thinking about it again, like, it was literally like a magic trick. Like
It
you were
was.
like, hey, ta-da, poof,
It,
gone.
it either, because I watched it hit it, he either multiplied its
And
speed.
it wasn't like no pussy hit either. Like
It was a
it
big
was
hit.
a solid crack.
It was.
I don't know if it was it entering like the wood dimension, or
It might have. It might be in that tree, or the ball hit
that'd
the
be funny. They
tree.
cut it down and then like say like when we're 80, be like, oh, Woodstock Golf Course foreclosed. Man cuts down tree, finds golf ball inside tree, and then we find out that's the one, and be like, that'd be funny.
That'd be
That'd be
funny.
so funny,
I think that's most
dude.
likely. Yeah.
I would try to get that for you somehow. I would try to get that piece of wood.
Well, I think what's most likely is the ball hit the tree and then exploded. Like I think it just kind of folded in on itself.
But like you would see something. There was nothing.
I know there was nothing.
I guess that's like the most amazing story we got. I mean,
Well, other
like they
than
say, golf is not like amazing, but like when you play it, it is fun.
it is fun.
Give it a
It's
shot.
just talk with your homies and
Sometimes get mad.
very mad, as Dawson did a lot.
Yeah, he would smack the ground.
I guess from that case, we'll probably keep doing more story time
That's it.
episodes. So
So,
we'll figure out what we're do next
Kyle.
time. Yes?
Kyle,
Yes.
what's for lunch?
Well, I don't know. We could probably get something from the vending machine at the golf course.
All right. Did you bring $5?
No. I guess we're screwed
Well,
then.
looks like we're going out. Because we're fine.
Oh no. I guess we should have stocked up on that
Yeah.
government cheese pizza and cardboard or something.
Thanks, Michelle.